sir. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yo, on and my thumb palming. Take two of these and call me in the morning. You should see the way the chain harness the charming. Fly 'em like a bird, like Nelly Furtado. Pop your toast and scream cheers. Get your two-step, cause it's the record of the year. Brought you ice creams, 2 for a pair. Officially announcing this is warfare. Cause back in the day, my clouds was gray. And it seemed like my angels couldn't blow them away. But then I sold my first verse and copped that NSX. But I was still riding in them jets for now. Man, my vision so clear out the window of the Lear. And I'm talking on my celly, all the you should hear. Listen clearly. Have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
So drop your purse and grab your hips and act like you're trying to get this money right quick. So can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Owning, this beat is zoning. I control their mind from straight over the phone. Let them explore the words, something like a tourist, and never get addicted less. From Louis Deals to Jimmy Choo's, he's real. She know the time, she sees the Richard Mille. Flat, double skeletal, tourbillon. It's just like a body move, it turns her on. And all our car doors go up like Transformers. See, I can do it this away, I can do it that away. From the crib in Virginia to that new Miami getaway. So cool it like New Edition, unless she hot as you say. I get it, okay, let it boil away. But please run along, cause ladies is feeling wrong. And I got something right for them right after this song. My name is Skateboard P. Ladies and gentlemen. Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
So drop your purse and grab your hips and act like you're trying to get this money right quick. So can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Can I have it like that?
You got it like that.
Owning, the temperature's warm and I spit heat flashes, getting nauseous. Right.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Russell. Bird is out there with Kevin McHale. Then it's the Magician, and it's Lewis in the shooting guard. Austin with the ball after Shaquille O'Neal's miss. And they 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting. But Brad Stevens and the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself. And he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
At the line for your Lakers.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
He hits the second from the line. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with a 6-year contract on the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Here's McHale, and Shaq sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Lewis gets the bucket.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Johnson attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Johnson.
You know, when you're a team that's in rebuild mode, it can be really difficult when you have to go out west. And for the Celtics last year, it was not pretty at all.
And he can't hit the second.
As you said, for Boston, very tough time against the West last year as they won only 4 of their 30 games against the conference.
Here's the magician. Here's Lewis. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Well, Clark, to add what you said about Boston, 4 wins total and 0. Yes, 0 road wins for the team all year against the West.
Kevin, that says it all. I mean, if you're going to compete in the league, you've got to be able to beat at least one time the teams you face, no matter what conference. So, Celtics have a lot of work.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
About a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Celtics now. McHale with it. And Worthy picks him up defensively. Berdigan. It's Baylor. 5 to shoot. Baylor with the steal. He lobs it up.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play. I like the defense, guys, really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yeah, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, the Lakers were coming into the season with only about $11 million in salary committed, a chance to attract 2 max free agents, but then they gave Kobe Bryant that 2-year, $50 million extension. So that seems to possibly postpone the rebuild that the Lakers have by maybe 2 more years.
O'Neal hits them both. And a great player like Kobe Bryant, who spent Clark his entire career with one team, he deserves to retire a Laker. He feels that way, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I feel exactly the same way. You love to see guys who've had the impact on a team and on a league the way Kobe has as a box office draw and winning. You like to see those guys be one-team guys, and I'd be surprised if Kobe's not in that category. In 2016, though, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant hit free agency. Uh-oh, might be some forward thinking going on here as well, partner.
Lakers leading by 7. Johnson outside. That's tipped. Baylor with the ball. And it's McHale picking him up. Bryant dishes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. And that is good.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Passes to the Magician. Sinks the triple.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Shaq with the screen. Johnson. And another basket for the Lakers.
They worked hard in creating great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Jones checked in for loose. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Kuzi. Jones for 3. Shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. One-on-one fast break. And the dunk by Baylor.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
And it's Bird missing.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
The second effort. And Boston called for the foul. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence.
Well, don't expect that to happen very, very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture. That's not going to be the norm going forward.
It's one thing to say that you did it. It's one thing to lie about your digits. It's one thing to say that you did it. It's another thing to admit it. I admit I got all this paper, plus the prettiest faces that's offered by nature. I drop a case, but he's me Casper. Wanna meet him in the house, I got space like NASA. They don't make me happy by itself, a saddle. I like my sister Stace when she lost her papa. A Ben dad getting struck and nothing to trap her. John Luke Lewis, a rocket for true. A man dies, baby born as fair as Peru. It's a simple clue between us and imposters. We hop in the end, don't care what it cost us. Down with a nerve with a pit full of monsters. I guess you could say that we felt like sausage.
Into O'Neal. McHale against Worthy. Now the dish to O'Neal. And that one's good. Shaq's got 5 points so far.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
And here's Bird from the arc. Bird can't get that one to fall. Bryant drives in. And Jones pulls it down.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Bird with it. Baylor picks him up. Bird can't get that one to fall. Johnson kicks to Bryant. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And it's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
They couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
For the Lakers, it was the first time since the 04-05 season that they didn't play postseason basketball.
Celtics trail by 15. The Magician passes to Russell. Johnson dishes to Worthy.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And here's Bird from the arc. That's good. Bird's got his first 3 points of the game.
So hard to try to play defense with the heightened mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the three-pointer.
West kicks to Scott. And the three off target. Celtics trail by 12. The Magician passes to Russell. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's West. The drive by Scott.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Here's Jones. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. As for the wide open look. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Celtics shoot 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Rebound Hill. Lakers leading by 10. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Green's got his first points in this one. Bird outside. Takes a three. And the shot is good.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Pick up by Hill. Here's West. West can't get that one to fall.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Celtics have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. First one falls for him. Celtics making a switch here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Johnson is out there with Doc. Then there's Maxwell. Then it's Russell. And it's Parrish in at the 4.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backcourt. Usually that's a great way to take control of the game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
Well, the Celtics certainly played with a lot of passion last year. They got off to a start that few thought they would achieve, but even playing with passion can't cover up the holes in the roster.
And he gets it to go. Scott's got 5 points so far.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Lewis attacking. Here's the floater. Here's Parrish. And he banks in the layup.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Now here's West. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Cooper. Here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
AC Green.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
You know, Boston has shown they're a team that's not afraid to make a deal with one of their stars if they think it's going to benefit the team. And quite often, those deals have worked out for them.
As you said with Boston, it's an attitude that most teams would like to have, but many just can't really stomach the idea of parting with an all-star. Celtics have shown they can do that. No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
So it's the Lakers now, following the three-pointer by Boston. Hill sets the screen for West. Pass to Cooper. And it's a foul called on Doc. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, for the Celtics, it's worked out quite a bit in the franchise's history, from getting guys perished, making the moves for Kevin Garnett when he was there.
And, you know, it might result in some hard transition years like this one, but there is a reason why the Celtics are never out of it for too long, and doing whatever it takes to improve the team is part of the history of that franchise.
Celtics ball.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
The Magician, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Celtics call timeout. All right, that was
Here's Bird. He has 6. And again, Boston with the triple.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Now here's Kobe. 8 points for him. Pass to Baylor. Kobe kicks to Johnson. Offensive rebound. They get a hand on it. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Lewis. Cannot hit. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And it's a foul called on Doc. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 7. Johnson kicks to O'Neal.
Boy, stingy defense there, denying that pass.
And here's the fast break. Kobe Bryant leading the way.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
Last season, a tough one for Kobe Bryant. He missed all but a handful of games. Early on, it was the Achilles tear he was rehabbing from, and then after 6 games, a fractured tibia took him out for the season.
Boston foul call. John,
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
first personal foul.
And Kobe's shown that he can withstand age with a terrific individual season for him. You remember, Steve, back in 2012, 2013, and then, of course, the injury-plagued season last year.
Yeah, so now the challenge, of course, is can he overcome age and injury, and that's the challenge this year. Only time will tell, but one thing we do know that nobody will work harder than Kobe Bryant.
Kevin McHale, he checked in for Lewis. Both good from the line that time.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around.
The pass to the Magician. Leaps for it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Nick Young re-signed with the Lakers this past summer and couldn't be happier. Said it was always his dream to be a Laker, in fact. He said, "This is home. I would love to finish off here as a Laker. My kids get to go to school and say, my dad is a Laker, and that's big. It's a big difference than being on any other team." Guys?
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket good. And 12 points for Kobe Bryant.
As you said, Kobe's starting to get to the age where you just don't know how many years he has left, especially with all the injuries. And the Lakers need to look now to who's going to lead them in the future. Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Johnson attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 7.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And the foul called on Los Angeles. Adding on to that thought about the Lakers, Clark, they have seemingly always had one of the top players in the entire league to build around.
Yeah, that's always been one of their key pillars to success. You know, Magic, Wilt, Jerry, well, I mean, you can go on and on, Elgin Baylor, and they thought they might have had Dwight Howard, but now they're in a bit of a search to find the leader to take over once Kobe is gone.
Kuzi cans it from downtown. The Magicians got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
And Boston has possession following the miss by Kobe Bryant. 3-pointer, Bird. That doesn't go either for Bird.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
So it's Boston now after the miss from Elgin Baylor. There's the 3. Again, the miss by Bird.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
Kobe kicks it over to Worthy. Looking for Baylor, and he gets it there.
Look out, man!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Here's Bird. They get it back. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Bird's got 13.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Here's Kuzi. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
Johnson outside. Deflects the pass. Here's Shaq.
They're just over 80% from the line now. Much better than what they shot in the first.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
Shaquille O'Neal at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
And so he hits both.
This is exactly what you need to do with the lead. Just knock down your free throws. When you get fouled, knock them down.
Johnson kicks to McHale. Kicks it out to Jones. The 3 from Maxwell. Can't get it to go. And so that brings the first half to a close. Lakers ahead, up by 11.
47.
And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He's got 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
We've got Baylor. Johnson is out there with Bryant. Then there's Worthy. And it's O'Neal in it. The 5 roaming the paint. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. The Celtics have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
It had been 6 straight years for the Celtics that they had made the playoffs, but that run came to an end last season as they were clearly in full rebuild mode.
Now here's Johnson. There's the feed to O'Neal. Goes up on the block. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's the Magician. 3-pointer. And he gets the bucket. The Magician's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
O'Neal is green on Lewis. Johnson. And it's sent back by Russell. And here's Bird for 3. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
A little over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
Johnson with it. 7 points in the game. Kicks to Bryant. Feeds it to O'Neal. Puts up the baby hook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shaquille O'Neal
And the first one drops.
at the line for 2.
A lot of problems for the Lakers last season, and it's one thing to stink on the road, but when you stink at home in Los Angeles, you bet people will react.
That one misses. And what a strange sight it was to see the Lakers lose at home as much as they did last year, Clark. Their home record staples 14 and 27.
Yeah, that is a rarity without question. One of the elite sports franchises in the history of sports in America. But they didn't have the talent to compete, and not having Kobe Bryant, their best player and future Hall of Famer, obviously left a lot to be desired with that group. They fought hard, but they just didn't have enough to compete on a regular basis.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
They get the rebound. Outside for Lewis. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 6. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Read each other so well, it's a play I'm sure, Clark, they'd love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
The Celtics making a switch here. Parrish, he's checked in for McCain. Havlicek comes in for Bird. Jones checked in for Doc. And it's Maxwell in for the Magician.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at them, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Celtics trail by 7. Maxwell kicks to Jones. John Havlicek on the wing. The rebound by Worthy. Worthy's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Baylor. And Boston with the rebound. Russell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Parrish with it. Guarded now by Shaq. And here's Maxwell for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
So it's Boston now. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 2 on the bucket from Maxwell. Maxwell's got 8 points.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
Here's Maxwell after Magic Johnson's bucket. Pass to Maxwell. Fires the 3.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
Oh, that's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboard. Well done.
And the Lakers call time here. Steve, Boston last year was a team looking to rebuild, but their offense was just horrid at times.
Yeah, near the bottom in scoring as well as shooting efficiency. They lost a lot of games because of those offensive struggles.
And the Celtics making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Lewis checked in for the Celtics. The open shot by Worthy. Nails it from the high post. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And before this last season, you know, Boston had never been an explosive offensive team, but the defense had been what carried that team, and it allowed them to still succeed, although they weren't that powerful offensively.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Russell, no good.
Well, you only really notice a bad offense when it isn't concealed by a great defense. The Celtics look to address their scoring problems this offseason, so we'll see how those plans play out here this year.
Here's Lewis, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Looking to end the run. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Lewis. Outside Worthy. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, with teams selling for billions and a new TV deal on the way, NBA business is certainly booming. With some big players signing huge contracts, that'll increase as the growing revenue raises the salary cap. Guys, one executive said, quote, players who got paid the max this year are going to be bargains on the back end of their deal. Back to you.
Teams are planning ahead, Doris. Thanks. Hill sets the screen for West. 6 to shoot.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Boston again missing.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played, Clark has been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive at that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
Lewis dishes to Russell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Russell's got 5 points so far.
He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. McHale's checked in for Russell. Bird comes in for Maxwell. And it's the Magician in for Jones. Lewis attacking. And McHale gets it to go.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Three-pointer, Bird.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Lewis. And he converts the layup. Lewis has got 10.
Late reaction from the defense. He's always going to make good on that.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head. Lakers leading by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Bird out there with McHale. Then there's Johnson. Then it's the Magician. And it's Parrish in at the 5 down low. West passes to Green. Tries from 10. Blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's West. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. West has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. Bird outside. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Bird.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Russell, he's checked in for Boston. Now, here's Scott. He kicks it to Hill. Pass to Cooper. Nice D from Russell.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Bird. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
West outside. From deep. A rebound by the Celtics. Bird's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
And Hill throws it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. Both teams will make substitutions. Jones drives in. Stolen by O'Neal. Now the Lakers on the break. Johnson's got the ball. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Shots good by Kobe. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Johnson kicks it over to Worthy. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building a team, but one thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for a team.
With the talk of value contracts, if you get a franchise player and only paying him half of what is expected, Clark, that's an extra all-star player you can afford on your roster.
And I think that's a big payoff with it. So much of how a team is constructed in the NBA involves how close they are to the salary cap. And so you'd like to try to get as many really good players as you can at market value, or in some cases maybe below market value. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively. Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
A lot of praise has been sent Kobe's way over the years, but perhaps one of the biggest I heard last season was when Grant Hill called him the toughest person he ever had to guard.
Bryant hits them both. And Clark, that may not seem too out of the ordinary, but you look at all the stars that Grant Hill faced during his career, and there are a lot of big names on that list.
Yeah, Hill certainly had a large collection of superstar wings to choose from, but it's hard to argue against his selection of Kobe Bryant.
The fader. Celtics trail by 19 to stop the run. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Russell. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And he gets it to go. And 11 points for Johnson.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop him, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Baylor drives in. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Sam Jones.
Take a look at what Baylor's been doing. He's got 8 points and 3 assists. Passing and free throws, those are 2 areas where you love to get production.
Yeah, the passing gives the offense flow, and the free throws give you easy points. So it's been a nice night for him so far.
You know, we saw some coach turnover heading into the season, but nothing like a year ago when there were 13 changes of NBA coaches. I think that was a record, or if not, it was really close to one. Even winning coaches were getting let go. A lot of new NBA owners are coming in, and in some ways, it is a changing of the guard, quite honestly.
Boston making some changes. Parrish, he's checked in for Russell. Havlicek comes in for McHale. And Lewis subbed in for the Magician. So he gets them both.
You know, you look at the coaching carousel, the profession has perhaps never been more volatile. Steve, you're getting ready to enter that yourself. A real shakeup right now, and hopefully it settles down.
Well, that's one of the reasons I got the opportunity, Kevin. So many changes, and so we'll see what happens. Hopefully that volatility won't be going on as it
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
And Worthy throws it down.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Lewis against Johnson. Out to Bird. Here's Havlicek. No good on the three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. For a long time now, the Western Conference has been the deeper conference, as the top 5 or 6 teams have legitimate title hopes, but last year for the East, it was especially down, and it was really viewed as a 2-team conference.
The 2 teams out east that people were talking about, of course, were the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers, but it was so bad where teams out west were joking, Clark, about how they could get moved to the Eastern Conference because they'd fare better.
Well, yeah, the Blazers media team joked about that at the expense of the Eastern Conference, but they did have a bit of a point. A lot of very good teams out west, no denying that, who didn't make the playoffs and could have not only been playoff teams in the East, but maybe would have been able to grab a home court advantage. I think the Suns at 48 wins would have probably been a top 4 seed in the East.
Right. Johnson goes in, dishes it to O'Neal, and the shot is good. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now here's Lewis. He dishes it to Parrish. Havlicek kicks to Jones. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Here's Johnson. The baseline J. Parrish gets the rebound.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Havlicek with it. And Worthy picks him up defensively. Havlicek kicks to Bird. Shot clock at 6. Shoots off the screen. Worthy with the rebound. Worthy's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Lakers.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for Shaquille O'Neal. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing boards.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by Elgin Baylor. Havlicek outside. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
The line for 2.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Johnson. 13 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
kept alive.
Now, he's their top rebounder. He's doing an excellent job on the glass today.
Boy, I tell you what, I love the effort he's shown on the boards today, Steve. It's been fantastic.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. The Celtics shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. It's tipped. Here's Parrish. That's good.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Johnson dishes to O'Neal. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg